Okay, I think we are live. I'm thrilled to welcome this special guest onto this very special Zoom call. And this is a very dear friend of mine. We actually used to work together in another life. And I'm going to first of all just introduce him. His name is Wim van der Pas. Welcome, Wim.
Hey, how are you, Leo? Good to see you.
Doing great. Good to see you too. Wim is calling in from Romania. As you know, I'm down here in Grand Cayman. Wim is background of born in the Netherlands. We worked together in corporate on cruise ships for a bunch of years, and for different reasons we left it, and we reconnected, funnily enough, through SFM. And so it's great to connect with each other again. The reason I asked Wim and invited Wim on this, although we're both very much part of the SFM, we're on very different journeys. And as what I guess you're beginning to learn about, through watching those videos with Stuart, at this point, you're probably thinking about affiliate marketing, or you're thinking about e-commerce and where you might fit in with that. And for me, it was with affiliate marketing. That's where I saw my niche and the direction that I wanted to go with. However, for this amazing gentleman here, Wim has gone down the road of e-commerce. And we're both on similar paths in regards to the time frame. We've both just been doing this for months, not years. We're early into it. But I thought it would be very useful for you to bring Wim on and to talk through his journey of what e-commerce is about and in sourcing products, how the SFM community support and help Wim through that, and in just his part of the journey with it. So it's really exciting because Wim is building his own brand basically around Romania. He's breaking ground and he's got a pretty cool story to tell. So I'm going to ask Wim a few questions to share with you his experience of e-commerce and getting up and running. So I think, Wim, just to get started, if you could maybe talk a little bit about the products that you're currently sourcing and the products that are currently on the way. Both some have arrived and some are on the way, and how you're going to be targeting that to the Romanian market.
Thank you, Leo, for having me, and hello, everybody. Yes, the products really was when we were at home and we were banging our heads against the wall, what is next? And we joined the SFM because we really found and we felt that it was the right community to be in. And after 8 months later, I'm still thinking the same way. It's a great community to be in. And we said, okay, what is there? And we started to do our modules, the affiliate, but we knew quite early that e-commerce would be something what we really want to do. So we really started looking for products, but where are you going to look for? And the first thing we're looking for was around our house. What do we have around our house? What do we need? What do we want to change on it? Or what do our friends are doing? What hobbies our friends have? Where do they buy these products? So we come up with a niche, what is basically a product line that we only going to do for the moment in Romanian. And that really is for people who do outdoor recreations, or cycling, soccer. People go to swimming pools. People go to salt pools, was very popular here in Romania. People who go skiing. So what we really did was to source products that the big amount of people could use for outdoor recreation. So when people go swimming in the lake, swimming in the salt pools, go running or whatever, where they're going to change? I cannot change. So we came up with the poncho with our brand name on it. And basically what people can do when they come out of the water and they want to get changed, and there is no changing facilities, what is very common here in Romania, they can put a poncho on and they're standing on a special mat, was a changing mat, and they take basically the wet swimming clothes off, put it in this mat where they stand on, plus the towel, back it up, and now everything is inside. This mat becomes a bag, so all your wet clothes is all nicely covered. Plus we created a and hat with it, so a cap, baseball cap, they call it, a water bottle, so people who go running and stuff like that, they have a hot drink or cold drink, so it's a special bottle and that's a package. You can sell it individually, but we put it in as a package. And that's really what our passion is outdoors. We go for swimming, we go to salt pools, we go to soccer games, and then we see people struggling with towels around them and behind bushes to get changed. So we're going to fix that problem, right? So that's really something we love. And that really is important, that you look for something that you really, related to, you are attached to. Right? So, yeah.
It's a genius idea because you're solving a problem, right? And essentially that's
yes,
provide a product. We're solving
right.
a problem. And that goes for affiliate as well as e-commerce. So to recognize that, and I know, we chat regularly. I know you did a lot of market research. You reached out, as you mentioned, to friends and family to test these products initially and to really get a feel for
Correct.
what it was at. And it was a resounding yes, this is a product we would use.
Correct.
So WIM's next step was in really working really closely with the SFM community to start really sourcing these products. And although you have different options that you could typically, as e-commerce, you could bring product and bring it straight to Amazon and let Amazon do all the selling and the shipping. But you had decided starting out, I know that you were going to be sourcing your product from China, but that you were going to bring it down to Romania because it was targeted at the local Romanian market. And being, your first time creating a branded product, that you wanted to touch it and feel it and to really go through all the steps of that process to learn them, although it definitely is a lot more work to do that way. But I'd love if you could talk a little bit about where SFM really fit in with helping you and getting into things that I'm sure you knew nothing about at the beginning. I know there are two key people within the e-commerce side of SFM, Jay and Anna. Now, I've heard very much of them. I've seen a couple of their webinars. But because I'm on affiliate marketing, I really don't spend much time in the e-commerce part of the SFM because it's not relevant for me in my journey. However, it's very relevant for WIM. So I'd love maybe, Wim, if you could just talk about that part of the journey and how that all started to where you are now.
All right. First of all, when we started SFM and we started doing the modules like everybody else do, it was really an eye-opener because it was from being an executive chef and an F&B director, becoming an e-commerce director and create your own business. You have never done, and I never have done it. And yes, I know how to turn on a computer and how to go to YouTube, but that was about it. And now I have to learn, building websites and marketing. And the SFM has helped me tremendously with that, not just in technical, also to create my as a different person. Not to have the hospitality mentality, but now have a SFM mentality to become an affiliate on e-commerce or drop shipping. And that's really a huge success of me. It was SFM to create a new me. And sometimes you hear to create your perfect day. But like Leo, he wakes up 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30 in the morning, and he starts working. I do nothing before 10 o'clock in the morning because we are different people. Leo is different from me. But it didn't matter because in SFM, there is no clock that you say you have to start at 8 o'clock or you have to start at 12 o'clock. You have that freedom. And when you have the freedom, you can build your own perfect day. And with SFM, when we did through the modules, and I went to become a member of the elite, and the reason, and if you really only want to do e-commerce, you don't want to do elite. The reason I did elite and I invested in myself is because when I want to grow bigger in an e-commerce, I need to understand the marketing as well. I need to understand the affiliate business and the marketing. Because e-commerce is not just creating your own product. You can sell somebody else's product. And you also can do drop shipping. So basically you own nothing. basically drop shipping is also part of e-commerce. But what you do is you buy somebody else's product and you sell it again with a profit. So that's also part of e-commerce. But there is a lot of also marketing and anything involved. And the reason we didn't want to do our first step to Amazon was because we want to do our own marketing in our own community in Romania. And when we grow bigger and we go further in Europe and United States and to Australia and New Zealand, yes, then I will jump to Amazon and we grow the business and the brand bigger. But baby steps at a time. And that's what SFM teach me, to become a person, to be patient. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. So step by step. And e-commerce is exactly the same. Source your product, make your planning, and do it step by step. You cannot do everything in 1 week or 1 month. And if you do it, it becomes extremely enjoyable, especially when the products come through the door and you hold your own product. You say, I created a product, it's my name on it, my brand on it, it belongs to me. And I can now go into Romanian and say, buy my product, because that's what you've been looking for. And that is extremely satisfaction. I cannot describe in my words how wonderful that feels. And it only could be done, and I've been on many ways of looking, I need to do something. I cannot stay at home forever. I need to create an income. I need to change my life to create an income together with my wife, Nadia. And everything was promises until I created SFM. And it was not just because you're going to earn $10,000 in affiliate, you earn $10,000 in e-commerce. It changes your lifestyle, and they're teaching you how. Like the program we have now, is this your best life? And I could say, hell no. But slowly, I'm creating a better life, because it's not just about the business. It's not just about the money. It's about the whole package, because you need to change as a person in a positive. And the amount of friends in the community, the support from Anna and Jay in the EX, and then also Justin in the Justin Wolf in the affiliate, it's just second to none. Second to none. And the communities itself, how I can reach out to people from, hey, I have a roadblock.
Yeah.
Can you help me? And people reaching out to you, people making videos for you, people, the webinars, the question and answers we have every Monday with Anna and Jay are priceless. If you need to do it by yourself, to go to Google or to go to YouTube to find every single answer, you will start your business in 2 years' time. And for me to be so working towards my success as an e-commerce in that period of time could only be done because of SFM. I'm 100% guarantee you that.
William, I love your passion. I love just how well you explain how you saw the big picture, and that embracing the fact that it was never a case of just watch a few videos, make your first 10K, become a millionaire. It's not what this was about. It was about learning the skill sets to be able to do that. And that you're recognizing, although you're not there yet, you are very much on path to be there because of you've bought into this, you've seen the benefit of it, but that it takes work. There's no shortcuts with it. It takes work. But when you put in that work and you get your company up and running, I think it's going to be amazing. You're going to be walking on the beaches in Romania very soon into next year. And I want you to call me and take a picture. The first time you see that person wearing your branded hat that you developed and that you made, and that mobile change room, please call me, because I think that'll be an amazing moment for you. You made this product out of nothing, out of a dream and out of a vision that you had. And the fact that it's brand
Correct.
is going to be an amazing experience to see people very soon that are then going to be wearing your brand. So I'm in awe. I'm absolutely in awe. I think you already answered the question for me, but do you feel you could have gotten to this point doing it on your own? You talked about YouTube and Google. Could you have gotten launched the way you are now, doing it on your own without SFM there supporting you?
Definitely not, Leo. And I talked with my wife about that, and I talked with my friends about that. You know me for many years. I'm a straightforward person. I'm not. They want to know my opinion. I will give them my opinion and my honest opinion. And I will tell people, when I want to become a chef, what I did 40 years ago, it took me 4 years to get my first certificate, to become a cook, not even chef, a cook.
Right.
And I had to go back to school for 2 years to become an apprentice chef. And then I had to go to school for another 2 years to become an advanced chef. And people are expecting to start a new business in 1 month, but in their profession, like in my case, to become where I want to become, I had to go to school, basically study for 8 years. And now people expecting to create a business in 1 month. That's unrealistic. That's absolutely, to become a doctor, to become even a taxi driver, it's going to take a period of time. Just try to get your driver's license. How long does it take to get a driver's license to start your Uber company? And now people expecting to start a business in 1 or 2 months' time. That's unrealistic. It's a learning curve. You have to learn. And if I didn't have SFM, with all the information from the modules, the webinars, the tribes, you know, not just the SFM tribe, but the influence experts tribe, the e-commerce tribe, right? All the Facebook groups where I can bounce back on and ask questions and create new friends. And we create groups when we call each other, and we have Zoom calls to help each other out. And you know, I would have never be able, and I'm still now saying to my wife, 6 months ago, I was banging my head against the wall. When is my next income coming? That's 6 months ago. Now, anybody can challenge me. How can you set up from nothing, for something you absolutely don't know, in 6 months, in less than 6 months, basically, a business? How? Doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Even you know the trade, it still doesn't work that way. And if it wasn't for SFM and everything we had to our fingertips, you know, like, you know, I don't want to repeat myself, but everything what comes with it to support the webinars, the
Technical.
question and answers, everything, you would nowhere will come close in that period of time to set any business up. Doesn't matter what business you want to set up.
From a dream to have product launched in less than 6 months, it's incredible. And you built such a strong foundation, Wim, because you know you've put in the hard work in learning your new craft and learning your new skill set. And you're right, I can say hands down with affiliate marketing, yeah, I could have found my way around maybe on YouTube and picked up bits and pieces. There's no way I could have been successful as quickly as I have been. It's just impossible. Oh. And to me, what's key is that anytime I have a question, there's somebody there to support it. If I go on to YouTube, you're not going to find those answers on YouTube. You're not going to be coupled with some of the best mentors in the business, in the world, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's affiliate marketing. These people are hugely successful at what they've done. They've been doing it for years, and they are our mentors. So,
yeah, but there's so much more, Leo. You know, it's so much more. It's like, if you're going to go e-commerce, and we're growing our brand, because now already I'm looking for 2021, and my passion is cooking. So now we're getting already samples flying in Every day the doorbell goes with DHL or USB or whatever, bringing samples through the door, for my passion, what is cooking, to create live cooking shows with products I choose myself, with my branding on it, and basically promoting that through my cooking shows. And I don't even have to learn. If I have to learn by Google and YouTube and Bing marketing, YouTubing, affiliate, e-commercing, drop shipping, nowhere in the world I wouldn't be able to do that. No way. Now I can have everything in one package. I can jump from one group to the next group in 1 minute, and I can find the answers in minutes. If so the powerful of your own investment, what people underestimate, your own investment. When I started my first business many years ago, there was a restaurant in the Netherlands, and we're talking many years ago, Leo. The amount of money it costed me to invest in my business was outrageous. And looking at the return you're getting for it, the return of investment.
Yeah.
And if I look now, what I have invested basically in a microphone and some sets and stick with what I can, with a tripod on it, so I can make movies and stuff like that, is peanuts to set up any other business you want. If you want to become an Uber driver, you need to have a very good car. Now, a good car costs you already more than $10,000 or euros, whatever. So what I'm saying is, I haven't even spent close to that. So your investment in yourself is so important to go. And as I said, it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. It does not. I mean, if I take everything together, what costs me and my return of investment will be, then it is really peanuts. We're talking about peanuts. I call it beer money. It's just beer money. That's all it is.
I didn't know about that. I love your vision into 2021 and what's next.
Yes.
Wim, I think it's genius. You being the face of a cooking channel is absolutely genius, because you would totally crush that. I mean, you're very relatable. You're a very likable guy. You're a very funny guy, but you're very sincere and you're very hardworking. So I think you on a cooking channel would be amazing. What I would say, if you want to maybe some of those samples you were talking about coming in, if you want to maybe divert a couple of those to Grand Cayman, I'd be happy to check them out and let you know the quality of the food that you're having sent over. By all means.
No problem. As soon as I have them on my website, I will send a link and you can order them there, Leo.
There's a good marketer. There's a good marketer right there.
Yeah.
Wim, I'm very aware of your time. You have a lot going on there, so I cannot thank you enough for coming on and just sharing with everybody watching of your firsthand experience of e-commerce. You're a legend in the industry. You are just going up, my friend. That's the only way this is going, and I'm so glad that we have reconnected through the SFM of all places.
Correct.
Success to you.
The only thing I want to say for anybody who's watching and want to become an e-commerce, the only thing I want to say is, when you want to do e-commerce, it's an exciting journey, very exciting journey. Put your planning together very closely. Look for the products you can relate to and you understand yourself and you have a passion for it. That's the first thing, because then you will put more heart and soul in it. If you're going to sell a product like this mouse, I don't care about this mouse, so there's no heart and soul for me in it. So really, what I'm saying is, look for something you really love and plan it. Do not rush it. Look at the country you're living in it, where you get it from. It doesn't have to be from China. It can be from Alibaba. You can go on Alibaba and you can search in Alibaba any country in the world, right? There is a tab there where you want your product from. You can Google it. You can Google your products, right? You're looking for private manufacturers in your neighborhood. Maybe you can produce them yourself. It doesn't have to be rocket science. It doesn't have to be difficult. There are certain products that always will be sold, always, you know, because people need them. And but sell products you are relate to, you're passionate about, and take your time and plan everything out step by step. Do not try to do it in one day. Get one task at a day, learn about it, see what you have to do, then you go your next step. If you go to e-commerce and you are in contact with Leo and you need help, I'm always available. Leo will give me my contact details and I'm always available. But it was a pleasure being here, Leo, and I really hope that this will be not the last one, okay? Because, I'm getting so used to Zoom. I spend more time in Zoom than with my wife, so that's... And it is cheaper too, much cheaper than my wife.
Hard time for not washing the dishes, I know. I think how Wim finished this off speaks volumes of the man that is Wim van der Pas in that incredibly kind offer that even though I'm not directly involved in e-commerce right now, that you already have a bridge through me to Wim, which it doesn't surprise me because I've known Wim for a long time, but I think that's beyond such a generous offer to make. So thank you so much for that, Wim. I think maybe have to think about doing some professional mentoring as well. I know 2021, you're planning your cooking channel. You as a professional mentor, my friend, I wouldn't miss a call. So you possibly have a new talent that you're not even aware of.
Yeah, my wife is actually recommending me to go to a mentor, right? But I'm not sure. Maybe she wants to send me to a special hospital or something. I have no idea. She thinks I need help. So I'm so passionate about this. I'm so involved. I'm so working on our future, our brand, that she thinks that I need help. So
you are there, my friend. You got it covered. You're all good. You're all good. Wim, thank you so much for coming on this call. We really, really appreciate it. Continue.
No worries.
And of course, we'll be in touch again really soon.
We will. And best of luck, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Wim.
Bye-bye.